The next few months felt like a blur for Alex. Moving to California to start his internship at Tesla was nothing like he'd imagined. The streets of Silicon Valley were nothing like the quiet roads of this small town, and at first, it felt like he was in a completely different world. But every day, he reminded himself of why he was there. This was his chance to change his life, and his family's, forever. On his first day at Tesla, Alex entered the massive facility, a mix of excitement and nervousness tightening his chest. The air smelled of fresh paint and electricity, buzzing with innovation and possibilities. Engineers moved quickly, discussing ideas and building prototypes. It was overwhelming, but Alex felt something inside him, an excitement, a fire he hadn't felt before. "Elon told me to keep an eye on you," said Richard, his mentor for the internship. "You're not here by accident, Alex. Show us what you've got." The work was tough. Alex spent long hours learning about electric motors, software integration, and cutting-edge technology. Some days he felt out of his depth, unsure if he could keep up with the experts around him. But each time he struggled, he thought of his mom's proud smile and his sister Emma's bright eyes. Failure wasn't an option for him. He had too much riding on this opportunity. Then one late night, while working on a project to improve battery efficiency, Alex had a breakthrough. His hands moved quickly over a circuit board as he tinkered with a new idea. The testing machine flickered green, a sign that his concept had worked. Alex's heart skipped a beat. Richard walked in just as Alex was grinning at the results. "What's going on here?" he asked, eyebrow raised. "I think I found a way to improve the battery life by 15%, Alex said, holding up his notes, still in disbelief. Richard studied the results, then clapped him on the back. "This is impressive. Elon's going to want to see this." The next day, Alex was standing nervously in front of Elon Musk, explaining his idea. His palms were sweaty, his heart pounding. Elon listened carefully, nodding as Alex spoke. When Alex finished, Elon smiled. "This is good work, Alex. You remind me of myself when I was younger, hungry, driven, and unafraid to take risks. Keep this up, and there's no limit to what you can achieve." That moment changed everything for Alex. His confidence soared. Over time, he became an essential part of Tesla's research team, contributing ideas that weren't just valuable for the company, they were changing the future of energy. But the transformation didn't stop there. As his success grew, Alex made sure to help his family too. He sent money back home, helping his mom pay off debts and even enrolling Emma in a better school. One day, Alex visited home. He stood outside the garage where it all began, his mom hugging him tightly, tears in her eyes. "I always knew you'd do something amazing, Alex," she said, voice thick with emotion. Looking at the place where his journey started, Alex felt a deep sense of gratitude. A single act of kindness, helping a stranger fix his car, had set everything in motion, leading to a future Alex could never have imagined. As he drove his own Tesla back to California, Emma by his side, Alex couldn't help but smile. "Remember, Em," he said, glancing at her. "No matter how big or small, helping someone can change everything." And for Alex, it truly had. Alex's story serves as a powerful reminder that even the smallest acts of kindness can have life-changing results. What started as a teenager helping a stranger on the side of the road didn't just change Alex's life. It changed the lives of those he cared about most. It shows that we never know how today's actions can shape tomorrow's future. What about you? Have you ever done something small that made a big impact on someone else? Or perhaps someone's kindness helped change the course of your life? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience could inspire others to make a difference too. If you were inspired by Alex's journey, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more stories that motivate. And feel free to share this with your friends and family. Who knows, it might just encourage someone to take a step toward making their own positive impact in the world. Let's keep spreading the word. Kindness truly matters. After all, every big change starts with one simple act. What will yours be? The man led Alex to a battered sedan parked a block away. The car's hood was slightly open, and steam was hissing out. Alex crouched down, quickly analyzing the problem. The radiator was leaking badly, and it was clear the car wouldn't make it much farther without repairs. "I can patch this up temporarily," Alex said, pulling out a small repair kit from his toolbox. "It won't last long, but it should get you to where you need to go." The man's face softened with relief. "Thank you. My wife just had surgery, and she really needs me there." I didn't know what I was going to do. As Alex worked, the orange and pink hues of the setting sun bathed the street in a soft glow. He focused on the job, pushing aside the thought of being late for Emma. 30 minutes later, Alex finished the job, wiped his brow, and closed the hood. "That should do it," he said, handing the man his keys. "Just make sure you get it fixed properly soon." The man reached into his pocket and pulled out a crumpled $20 bill. "It's not much, but it's all I've got," he said, offering the money to Alex. Alex shook his head. "Keep it. Just take care of your wife." The man's eyes welled up. "You don't know what this means to me." "Thank you." As the man drove off, Alex watched the car disappear down the road, feeling a sense of quiet satisfaction. Sure, he'd be late picking up Emma, and his mom might not be happy, but he knew he had done something good. When Alex finally arrived at the school, Emma came running toward him, her backpack bouncing. "You're late again," she teased, grinning. "Sorry, Em," Alex said, giving her a quick ruffle of the hair, "but I think I did something good today." What Alex didn't know was that the man he helped wasn't just any stranger. That small act of kindness was about to set off a chain of events that would change his life forever. The morning after his good deed, Alex was back at the garage, wiping grease off his hands after finishing a tune-up. The garage was quiet, and the air smelled like oil and metal when a sleek, black Tesla rolled into the driveway. Its windows were tinted, and the car gleamed under the bright sun like something straight out of a futuristic movie. Alex paused, wiping his hands on his overalls, eyeing the car with curiosity. Who in a small town like this could afford such a thing? The driver's door opened, and Alex blinked in surprise as the man from yesterday stepped out. But today, he wasn't wearing the same old jacket. Instead, he was dressed in a sharp blazer, exuding confidence. Behind him, another figure emerged, tall, with a presence that seemed strangely familiar. Alex squinted, heart racing, as he recognized him. "Elon Musk," he whispered to himself, hardly believing what he was seeing. The older man, Richard, smiled as he approached. "You probably don't remember me from yesterday, but I sure remember you. My name's Richard, and this is my boss, Elon Musk." Alex's jaw nearly hit the floor. "Wait, what's going on? I don't understand." Richard chuckled softly, clearly amused by Alex's confusion. "When my car broke down yesterday, you helped me without asking for anything in return. What you didn't know is that I worked directly with Mr. Musk, and after I told him about you, how you're resourceful, skilled, and kind, he was intrigued." Alex's mind raced. "You told him about me." Elon stepped forward, extending his hand with a smile. "I heard all about you. Richard told me how you're great with machines and that you're willing to help people, even when it's inconvenient. That's the kind of character we value at Tesla." Alex blinked, still in shock. "I'm just a kid who works at a garage. Why would someone like you care about me?" Elon smiled warmly. "Because you didn't just fix a car. You made a choice to help someone, even when you were already running late. That tells me a lot about your character. At Tesla, we're looking for more than just skill. We want people who can make the world a better place, even in small ways." Alex's heart raced. He couldn't believe what he was hearing. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, was standing in front of him, talking about his character. It felt like a dream. Before Alex could fully process the situation, Elon continued, "I'd like to offer you an internship at Tesla. It won't be easy, but it could be the start of something big for you." Alex's hands trembled as he tried to respond. I don't know what to say. Yes, I want to. But my family, my responsibilities." Richard placed a reassuring hand on Alex's shoulder. "We'll figure it out. Just say you're willing to take the first step." In that moment, Alex understood. His life, which had felt stuck for so long, was about to change. A simple act of kindness had opened a door to a world he never even imagined. Alex's future, it seemed, had just been rewritten in an instant. It was a cold morning in a quiet town. The kind of day when the air feels crisp and everyone is still waking up, the world moving in slow motion. Inside a small, busy diner, the smell of coffee filled the space, mixing with the quiet hum of early risers. In the corner, Alex, a 16-year-old teen, sat alone, sketching on napkins. His pencil moved quickly, capturing designs and ideas that only he could see. While most of the kids his age spent their mornings chasing fun, Alex was focused on something else. He worked double shifts at the diner, helping his mom pay the bills. His dreams of becoming an engineer, of building things that could change the world, felt impossible. But deep down, he didn't let go of that dream. He just needed a break. Outside, a black Tesla rolled to a stop in front of the diner, breaking Alex's focus. The door opened and a tall figure stepped out, a man whose presence seemed to demand attention. This was no ordinary person, and this was no ordinary moment. Alex couldn't have known it then, but what was about to happen would change the course of his life forever. In a small town like this, how could someone like Alex, with little to offer, possibly cross paths with someone as powerful and innovative as the man stepping out of that Tesla? The answer, surprisingly, was much simpler than he imagined. It was an act of chance, and a single conversation that would set the stage for a new beginning. Alex was a 16-year-old who had grown up fast. When his father passed away when Alex was just 8, his mom became the sole provider for him and his little sister Emma. Life was a constant balancing act with no room for mistakes. His mom worked long hours at a nearby factory, while Alex did everything he could to help make ends meet. During the day, Alex was a high school student. He wasn't the most popular kid, but he excelled in math and science. Teachers noticed his talent, often telling him he had a future in something big. But Alex didn't share their optimism. College felt like a dream too far away to even touch, and internships seemed reserved for kids who had something Alex didn't: money. After school, Alex worked at a local garage, fixing old cars. He wasn't just working on engines, he was learning. The way every part fit together, creating something that moved with purpose, fascinated him. It was more than just a job. It was a glimpse into his future, even if he couldn't see it clearly yet. At night, he'd come home, help his mom around the house, and watch Emma while their mom worked the late shift. Alex didn't ask for much. He did everything he could for his family. He'd spend his free time telling Emma stories of the amazing machines he dreamed of building, flying cars, gadgets that could change the world. He spoke with so much passion, even though he doubted he would ever get the chance to make them real. But it wasn't just his work ethic or his smarts that made Alex stand out. It was his heart. He found ways to help anyone who needed it. If a neighbor's lawnmower broke, he'd fix it for free. If a classmate had trouble with math, Alex would stay after school to tutor them. To him, kindness wasn't about how much you had. It was about what you were willing to give, no matter how little you had in return. Despite everything, life was a constant challenge. Car repairs, rising rent, and unexpected bills weighed on him. But Alex refused to let it break his spirit. He held on to one promise: things would get better one day. He wanted to build a future where his family didn't have to struggle anymore. But even with all his dreams, Alex often felt stuck. His future seemed too far out of reach, and sometimes it felt like his potential was trapped. How could a kid from a small town with no money or connections ever make a mark on the world? What Alex didn't realize was that the answer was already beginning to unfold, and it all started with one small, unexpected act of kindness. It was a Thursday afternoon like any other. Alex was finishing up his shift at the garage, his muscles sore from hours of working on cars. He wiped his hands with a rag and checked the time. He still had to pick up Emma from school, but his day was almost over. Just as he was about to lock up, a man walked in, looking flustered and nervous. He wore an old jacket, his hands shaking as he held a set of car keys. "Excuse me, son," the man said, his voice shaky. "My car broke down just down the road. I need to pick up my wife from her doctor's appointment. I don't have much money, but could you take a look?" Alex glanced at the clock again. He was running late, but something about the man's desperate eyes made him pause. "Let me grab my tools," Alex said, not even thinking twice.